think we're just gonna have to hammer into these people every August about what the expectations are, which I thought we did. But anyway, thank you very, very much. Okay, grants. So, oh, I'm sorry.
I was just going to add on to that, just as a general statement. Really working to let working parents know, like, things that they can do even at home. Really making that available. People do work shifts, you know, they may or may not be able to actually come to the school, things like that. And just if there are types of things where that they could actually do it, like at home,
Yeah.
and help out, but make those opportunities really known, like, hey, you know, if you can put 250 stamps on envelopes, or, you know, whatever it might be,
Yeah,
they're like, oh, okay, I can do that.
yeah. I think when people know specifically something that needs to be done, hopefully they'll read the newsletter that there is that need. But yeah, that's a good idea, just to be specific. All right, do we have anything about grants? Are we talking about grants?
Talk about
A
the
little bit
letters.
of that. Yeah, we did talk about the letters. The high school committee, it's kind of,
I think that was
Floating.
chair, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think, I asked from Michelle about what's going on. Is she the liaison for that?
I
Or
think it was Tara.
okay,
The last I heard is that there were like 2 people that were like, well, I'm interested, but I couldn't do it. I don't want to head it. So she was trying to like, well, can you share it? But I know that's the last time.
yeah, and I think there was something, Tara said something about having to speak with Mrs. Cummins too about certain things. I don't know if it's curricular related. So that's kind of on hold, the high school. It's on hold. We really need a committed group of people for that. It's a heck of a lot of work, so let's see where we are when Mrs. Cummins comes back. Okay, library. Is anybody going to talk of library-related things? No, I just know we had the great fundraiser with the book sale. That's all I know of library. Shelley, do you have any knowledge about any library-related things going on? Okay. All right.
I think we had some challenges staffing it just for today and tomorrow.
Oh, because of the holiday?
Because of the holiday, but otherwise, Stephanie does a phenomenal job of keeping somebody there.
Good, that's good to know. I haven't heard anything about it not being
Yeah, kids are
staffed
using it.
properly, so everybody's using it. That's good to know. We're missing a table and 6 chairs from the library?
From the book fair. I'm pretty
Somehow
sure
it
that's.
disappeared.
Oh, yeah, do you know where it is?
I know where 6 of the chairs are at least.
Oh,
They're in Mrs. Straw's room. We're
Oh.
using them for the
Okay.
play.
For play.
oh, for a play, okay. And the table?
Table, I have no idea.
How do you lose a table? Okay. Oh,
Because
wonderful.
that's a person table.
It's gotta be somewhere in the school.
We'll find
It
it.
looks.
All right, Mr. Hand, you're on that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know whoever was in charge of the banner.
Blame it on Mr.
I
Hand.
need the banner. I found it after I had ordered a new one.
Oh,
So we have 2 now.
that's good. All right.
2 is better than 1.
Okay, the volunteer committee. This volunteer committee, how's your volunteer group?
I'm on double secret probation on that project right now. I have the volunteer schedule out for the different efforts until the break, but I need to re-engage and refocus and
Okay, because you're
Connect.
moving them.
and yeah, so I'm sort of kind of in a situation. I also need to meet with the people that don't hesitate to tell me what's working and what's not working and how to do it better. So that's my project over the holidays.
Maybe we should have a joint meeting with them.
Yeah, I think, yeah, so that's something I need to work on over the holidays. And the nice thing is about this school is that you can always count on everybody being very honest with you. And I like that I like that, so it's all good.
It's all good.
So that's where we are, and we'll have that fixed in the new year.
Great. Well, we have faith in you, Lonnie. yearbook, I think we talked a little bit about already, right?
Yep.
Nancy
Nancy
talked
did.
about that. All right, explanation of new meeting formats. I didn't even read the agenda, or I wouldn't have said what I said earlier. But anyway, yeah, just to get back to what I was saying, just so that we could get more information, so the board can kind of accomplish more and be a little bit more efficient, we're gonna be doing every other week, right? Two Mondays a month. We're doing our board meetings, business board meetings. Again, the community is invited to come to them. We're gonna start holding them in the library so more people can attend, because we're swamped, obviously, with interest. But there'll be public comment at those, and we're just gonna talk and vote and discuss things like we do now. And if there's anything that we can't talk about in public, because it's a personnel issue or something, we would do that behind closed doors. So on the calendar, those things should be on our FCCS calendar online. And then we're gonna do the state of the school kind of meeting, which we're hoping will bring out more people, because we're changing the name. And there'll be certain things that we're talking about, things like, what's new curriculum-wise, how are our scores and tests, what's happening with the latest in, admission. You
Well,
came up with a bunch of things.
it'll be four times a year.
Or 4
So the
times a
goal
year.
will be, then that's why I'm hoping we can get more people out. So kind of what we've talked about, and it won't be, but we're gonna start it in the middle of the year, but normally it would start at the beginning of the year. So it would follow.
The normal dates would be what, Jen?
Normal, so basically like we had this year, August, before school opens, that meeting would address kind of what happened last year, like just a summary. Then the board will have met and kind of come up with agenda objectives so like, what Nancy was talking about, like all of this stuff, we'll meet with the committees would be my goal to say, this is what we're planning to do this year, and like for fundraising, and this is what we need, like, so that you already kind of have something, and then you can say, well, if you tell me I need to raise $50,000 or whatever, then you can say, okay, these are the fundraising events, and this is my estimated amount, so that we can address that and then say,
And these are the people.
I need these people to do these things, so that everybody's completely aware of what we're trying to do, accomplish, and why we're trying to accomplish it. So then, like I said, it'll be 4 times, so then it'll be kind of like after the first term, kind of, and it'll kind of be a summary of like what was done, and then what's still to be coming, so everything is kind of flowing. So the objectives for the beginning of the year are the very first meeting, and that everybody knows what we're supposed to be doing at the beginning of the year to follow through where we're at as the year progresses. Then there'll be another one probably in the spring, or right around March probably, I would guess, or before March, and then one at the end of the year. So the end of the year will be a wrap up of everything we did, how we accomplished it, all the stuff that we did, and highlight into what we're going to be working on to focus on for next year, so that if there's summer activities, that some of those pieces can get in place. So the goal will be it's more like a plan, objectives, so that people can follow better. We'll still be having these meetings, but hopefully more people will come out, because it's only 4 times a year. They don't have to come every month, and hopefully they'll be like of interest, like, okay, well, I only have to do X, so we'll see how that format goes.
Have you thought about sending out a survey to ask people what would be the best time for this? Like, why aren't you coming? What would help you to come? That kind of thing, just to get a feel.
Yeah, I've thought about asking a date. I've heard from some, I heard one say that Mondays is like, for them, it's the only day that they have as a family, because the other spouse works, and so Monday's the only day that they can eat dinner as a family. So I was even saying, she's like, so even 4, because I was like, well, if you're really looking at 4, but she would, it sounded like that would be like, but that's our only day. I mean, obviously, but yeah, I think that it's definitely worth reaching out to people to say what, a survey, what date, time is
Or
best for
maybe
the
not
whole
have the
community.
same time each quarter.
Yeah.
And mixing it up, so
Right.
we hit some different people.
Yeah,
This is just not good,
no,
in my
No.
other opinion.
No, it's not.
no, it's not.
So,
Yep, it's pretty surprising, but when there's a lot of drama and bad things happening, people come out in droves, so.
We should just put a bad topic on the agenda.
Yes, we put a controversial
School is
topic.
closing. See how many people
show up.
Let's start a rumor.
Check it out.
Please don't.
All right, well,
My coffee machine.
it has been,
We're gonna
2
do
hours,
that,
which
that we're
is-
going to duct tape Mr. P into the wall.
Every
And then
time.
everybody will come.
I'll get expressions.
All right, here's our thing.
thank you everybody for coming out. We are going to adjourn. It's been 2 hours, it's my limit. Thank you. The gavel.
Stop. Stop.